Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Stella Crew Gaming here with another GTA 5 online video. Now this video is once again another solo duplication glitch. This one is super quick. You can basically do any dupe in about 2 minutes if you can hit it. Some people are having some troubles with it, so I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible for you, slow it down, and walk you through step by step, and show you how I have it set up, which seems to be how I have it set up, which seems to work the best for me. So what you want to do is you want to have the car you want to duplicate here in slot 1 of your nightclub garage. Alright, then you want to have a bunch of Fagios or LG RH8s that you don't mind losing just beside it here in slot 2, 3, 4, 5, and whichever, and how many dupes that you want to do. Now I recommend have this set up in B4, alright? Not B2, not B3. I find it a lot easier in B4, and I'll show you why here in a minute. Now you also want to make sure you have at least one empty parking spot in your CEO garage or an empty spot in your MOC. So either one, doesn't matter. As long as you have that, you are all set. Now from this point, you want to go ahead and just start up a fresh session before we even start the glitch. So you can go into Creator and just start up an invite-only session, or you can just start up a job and back out. Either way, you just want a fresh start before we go ahead and do this. And you don't want to walk into the garage where your vehicles are. Okay, so we have it set up. Now this is the very important part, so I'm going to slow this down for you. We're going to walk towards our blue circle. We're going to select garage B2. Then what we're going to do is we're going to hold back on the left joystick. Okay, so we're going to slow this down. So we're going to go basement level 2. Now we're holding back on the left joystick, and we're going to quickly, as soon as we turn around, we're going to hit up once and then X for basement level 4. Now we want to have a recent activity ready, and we're going to double tap our PlayStation button, and we're going to hit X on recent activity, and then we're going to go ahead and decline. Now at that point, we want to go back one more time, hit up, and then X on basement level 3. Okay, so I hope you got that. I tried to slow it down. Now if you did it correctly, you're going to have no mini-map in the corner. Now from here, we're just going to go over to our blue circle, and we're going to swap car 1 with car 2. Now if you notice, nothing will actually change. Okay, so the one that's here, where the Fagio is technically now the ISI, and we still have another ISI right here. Okay, so we're going to take this one that's still showing up in the garage, and at this point we just want to go ahead and save it. So we can call out our MOC, drive it in, and it's saved. Or we can take it over to our CEO office, take it into any one of the empty spots, and then take it into our mod shop and change any one customization option on it, and at that point it is saved. Alright, so I'm just going to go into B2. Now I was having issues with it initially, so I had to actually move some vehicles around. I had a thruster in my B2, or in my office garage, which doesn't actually allow you to get into the vehicle because it's not supposed to be in there. So I actually had to move it into another office garage before it let me get into my car. So that's why we kind of got the cut clip here. See, it's not letting me get in, it's not letting me get in. So I had to just go down to my blue circle, move it into like level 3 or whatever it was, and then it let me get back in. So we'll just go ahead and skip ahead here. But here we go. So I was able to get back in, hit right on the D-pad. It's going to take us into the mod shop. And once we're in the mod shop, just change one thing. So if you don't have any special plate like a Yankton on it, you can just go ahead and change the license plate. I just changed the brakes. I mean, you can change anything, doesn't matter what it is. So I just went and downgraded the brakes once. You can change paint, doesn't matter, just change one thing. The car is now saved. So at this point you're pretty much ready to go ahead and do the duplication glitch once again. So I'm just going to drive this back over to my nightclub just to show you that we do actually physically have a duplication. Okay, so this one is the duplicate. If you care to know where your original is, the original will still be in there. Alright, you can actually use this to flip your wheels or flip your liveries. So I'm going to do another video on how you can use this to flip your liveries, so stay tuned for that. It makes the livery flipping super quick. The only thing that get a bit confusing is remembering which is your original car, which one's the magic spot. But we'll get into that later. So as you can see here, we now have 2 in here. The one that's in spot 2 was the one that moved. So that one is technically still our original. So I'm just going to flip it back, and then I'm going to take this one and just move it up near the top. Now you don't have to do this. I'm just doing it because I like to remember which one's my original. But from here, we're basically ready to go ahead and do the duplication again. So I'm going to go through it one more time just so that you hopefully get it. Once we've done the glitch, though, you do have to basically leave the session and come back. So you can either go into Creator, start up a new invite-only session, or you can actually just join a job like I'm doing here and then back out of the job. So you do have to do this in between each time. Otherwise, it glitches out your garage. You might not be able to get in the car, or it just doesn't actually glitch out properly. So do this. Takes you, maybe 20 seconds. Start up a job, back out. It'll kick you outside of the nightclub. Then you can go ahead and just walk back in and start the glitch over. So once we get back into the lobby, alright, so I'm just doing this in an invite-only session. But once we get back in the lobby, we can just go ahead and start the glitch over. So we'll slow it down here for you again. And hopefully if you missed it the first time, you'll get this the second time. So you do have to be quick with this part, alright? So we're going to go in, we're going to select B2. As soon as we select B2, we're going to hold back on the left joystick. We're going to hit up once and then X, do our recent activity, deny the alert, turn around again, up once, X, and then we should have no mini-map. Alright, so I didn't slow it down that time, but if you didn't get it, just rewind back to the first part. It's a lot slower, you'll be able to watch it that part. Now we go over to the blue circle, swap the cars out. Now again, the Faggio is an SC, even though it doesn't show up as an SC. Now this car here, we can just get into it, call out our MOC, or drive it back into our office garage and save it, and that is it. Alright, so in 7 minutes, I've done 2 duplications. That's with explaining it, and that's also with the setup. So once you get the setup done, you could bump these out maybe 2 to 3 minutes. You could do a new car, no problem. Now these SC Classics are the best cars to use now, so LG Retro Customs are no longer the best car. These SC Customs fully upgraded will get you about 1.7 million for each custom upgrade. And the nice thing with this one is you don't need any custom plates because it will take the plate from the Faggio. Alright, so once we've got it in here, just go ahead and change the plate or change whatever you want, and this car is now saved again, and we can go ahead and rinse and repeat. Alright guys, well that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and drop a like. Check us out on Facebook at Stella Crew Gaming. Also on Instagram at Stella Crew Gaming, or on Twitter at GTA5_StellaCrew. Alright guys, until the next video, this is your boy Stella Crew, and I'm out.